So sometimes I get the question of kind of how does chiropractic care fit into the medical healthcare model? So there's a lot of interesting things. Obviously, as a chiropractor, I have a biased opinion on some of these things, but the big thing is chiropractic has a lot of options to be able to help people avoid some of this kind of big nasty stuff down the road. So I feel like, especially here in South Lake Tahoe, there's a lot of people that are really into being healthy, taking care of themselves, trying to do things to be able to keep themselves moving. So that being said, I just wanted to, I found a study that I thought was really interesting. I wanted to share. Excuse me. It addresses of does chiropractic care impact what they called escalated care. This was specifically for low back pain patients, but applies to a lot of different scenarios as well. So I'm going to go over, for one, escalated care would be defined as something like ER visits, opioid medication, surgeries, injections, imaging, stuff like that. So I'm going to throw out some numbers just to try and kind of give you an idea of this stuff. I know sometimes numbers are good, sometimes can be overwhelming, but doesn't matter at this point. So they went over about 11,000 different unique low back pain patients, and found that they put them into a category of they gave them moderate care, is what they called it. So anywhere between 2 and 12 visits of chiropractic treatment. So what they showed is 27% were less likely to have imaging done. So imaging is one that's not significantly different because sometimes imaging is important as a chiropractor visit as well as going to an ER or something. This is where I think it starts to get interesting. So 74% were less likely to get injections. 79% were less likely to have ER visits. 60% were less likely to have surgery. And what was the last one? 63% were less likely to take opioids. So this just goes to show that going to a chiropractor, again, there's definitely some option or some times where I refer out because this is not what I'm able to do. This is out of my scope of practice, whatever the case may be. But there's so many instances where chiropractic can help you get feeling better without the opioids, without the injections. And 60% less likely to have surgery. That's a big number when we start talking about the repercussions of what surgery can do. Again, I'm not saying that surgery is always off limits. Sometimes it's necessary. But if you can avoid it, I would do everything in my power to try and avoid it first and then proceed if needed. But yeah, I thought that was a really cool study, just going to show that going to a chiropractor to kind of go over a lot of these things, especially with low back pain specifically. This is what we're good at. Chiropractors work on low back pain all the time, every day. And there's a lot of things that we can do that can help with low back pain way before we need to get into any of that other stuff. So hopefully that you thought that was interesting. If you have any questions or concerns, I'm Dr. Darren Howarth with Summit to Shore Chiropractic. And hope you have a great day, and we'll see you soon.